This is the show where two friends from different parts of the world discuss all things, all elite wrestling. And one of them actually knows what they're talking about. We'll let you decide. Welcome to the Beauty and the Beard Pro Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Woody and Sarah.
So has anybody out there visited Sarah lately on Twitter? Because if you haven't, you might want to check out her profile. It is looking snazzy every day.
Really not.
It really is. Really is. And if you're not familiar with what we're talking about, Sarah lost a bet that we made on our Double or Nothing prediction show, in which she chose Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston to beat the Young Bucks. And she was so confident in that I was able to lure her into a trap of taking my bet, which was if I won, that I had control over her Twitter profile for a week. I get to do her bio, her profile picture, and her banner or topper, whatever you call that thing. So we're having some fun, or we are. I am, and everybody else is watching it. Yes, I'm definitely having fun.
And if no one knows anything about me, I'm a huge Jon Moxley fan, and look at the state of my profile right now.
Yeah, right. Yes, right now while we're recording it, it is this. Basically, her whole profile right now is an advertisement for the Young Bucks book, Killing the Business. So, and yesterday it was. It was princess themed because everybody knows that Sarah is a princess.
She's not. She's the darkness, is what she is.
By the time you hear this, it will be at least Friday, and it will be a brand new profile. So she will get a new one every day until I guess Wednesday will be the last day next week, right?
Yeah, Wednesday can't come soon enough.
Oh, boy, let me tell you what. Wednesday is going to be a day to remember. Just know that, Sarah.
You see, I thought you were saving the Bucks one for the last one.
Oh, no. I'm not saving the Bucks for last. No. Nope. I'm saving a very special one for the grand finale.
Am I going to cry on Wednesday?
You were probably going to cry. You may delete your Twitter profile. It may be worth it just to shut down the whole thing after you see it. Shut it down. I don't want to build it up too big, but I'm just going to let you know you will not be happy about it.
Don't do it, Tony Khan.
I don't. Yeah, they build up expectations like, oh, that's it. Okay, but trust me. Now, everybody else might not enjoy it as much as you're going to hate it. I'll say that. I think some people will enjoy it. People that know, but
okay. I'm generally scared.
You will not enjoy it. I promise you. I'll keep an eye on that. But what we're going to talk about today, this is a special edition of the Beauty and the Beard. We're going to talk about, we're going to go over our top 5 future AEW World Title matchups using current members of the roster. Not that we think are going to happen necessarily, but ones that we want to see. So top 5 possible title matches that we want to see individually. That's the plan for today.
They're not in order then, I'm guessing, like number 1, number 2 order, but just
no
5.
No, just 5. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to have them ranked because I'm looking at mine. I don't know how to rank mine either. So
I don't know how to rank AEW roster, let alone matches.
I know matches. Yeah. Are you ready to talk some title matches?
Let's go.
All right, I'll let you start.
Okay.
Give me your first match. What's your first matchup?
First matchup.
Yes.
Jungle Boy v Darby Allin.
Nice. That
for the pace, could you imagine?
Because we just saw that for the TNT title. I think we had talked about that about how that could possibly be a world title matchup down the road. So, yeah. Oh,
that would just be amazing to see again. Like just like for like as they get better as well, like as they like mature as wrestlers.
And in this matchup, would you like to see Darby Allin working as a heel?
Oh, I've never thought of Darby as a heel. That would be actually really interesting.
Uh-huh. So I mean,
I don't know how
a
dark and
heel.
twisted the guy can go.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
Very dark and twisty now.
but if he just flips that switch to full heel Darby, I got a feeling he can get a little more dark and twisted.
Actually, I generally think I'd love that.
I got a feeling you would. Yeah, I'm sure you would. So yeah, just think of just a baby faced Jungle Boy, 3 years down the road,
Oh my God.
facing full dark twisted heel Darby. That's nice.
That's got me excited now. When's it going to happen? What about yours?
First one on my list is Wardlow versus Miro. There's so much potential there. We just saw Lance Archer versus Miro.
Yeah.
And that was good. That was really good. But Wardlow, is still young. He's got a lot of growing to do. It's in the ring. I mean, not much physically because the dude's massive.
I don't think he can grow anymore.
No, I don't think we can handle that. So, but just imagine say in 2 years.
Oh my goodness.
By then Miro is full like dominant heel world champion. Nobody can beat him. And Wardlow, because I think Wardlow as a babyface would be really cool. Wardlow is broken away from MJF, has gone on this babyface run, and he comes out and interrupts Miro, challenging for the world title. That is a match that I think would be pretty epic. Just two big
I'd like
horses.
to see with that as well. I'd like to see like a no holds barred match.
Oh yeah.
Just like no count out, no DQ. False count anywhere stuff. Could you imagine
good
where
Lord.
they could go?
Could you picture Miro trying to put Wardlow in the game over? I mean, I know I know
that way.
Yeah, I know he did it to Lance Archer, but it took a little bit to do that.
That looked insane.
Mm-hmm. So, wow. Or Wardlow trying to F10 Miro. There's a lot of things in that match.
There'd be a hole in the ring. A Miro-shaped hole where he fell. Where'd he go?
Down there somewhere. All right. So that's my first one. All right. So what do you have in the chamber next?
Let me think. What would you have?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I think would be interesting? And if it happened in a few years' time, it'd be like kind of like a bit of a run back, but MJF v Sammy Guevara.
Ooh.
Because you'd have the history.
That would be good. Yes.
Like the dust will have settled, you have the history, and then it just flares up.
Because you're right, they've built that in.
Yeah.
They built that in where they really don't like each other, and that Sammy was the one that tried to out MJF from the inner circle, which it was MJF's plan anyways to burn it down from the inside. But there's that history though. Yeah, you're right. They could run that back. It's got the story to it.
Especially
and those two guys could burn it down in the ring.
Yeah, especially in a few years' time when they've like MJF and Sammy both as individuals are absolutely amazing now. Yeah. But could you imagine just like 2-3 years later, the promo skills for one back and forth, selling it.
I don't know how MJF can get any better as a promo. I know he will, but
it seems crazy to even think about now. And you still go, I'm sorry, how old are these people? The AEW kids is what I call them, because they're so young and up and coming, with Jungle Boy and stuff, but they're so good now.
Man,
So So yeah, MJF v Sammy Guevara would be.
I like that one,
especially a face Sammy Guevara v heel MJF.
Mm-hmm.
And I can just hear the crowd. That crowd would be 100% on the right side as well.
Oh yeah, because MJF as a heel is going to create even more excitement
heat.
for Sammy as a face.
I don't ever see MJF being a babyface ever.
It would take some work.
It would take a whole lot of work.
But I'm hoping he as he goes along, he learns from Jericho, because Jericho's about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Making you hate his guts 1 minute and flipping the switch, and all of a sudden you want to give him a hug. So,
yeah.
So I'm hoping he learns a lot from Jericho as far as that goes.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, I never say never, but it would, if anybody on the roster that would be hard for me to see, he's that one.
Yeah.
I agree that it would be really hard to see.
Yeah.
My next match is related to that one. It's cool that you went Sammy Guevara versus MJF, because mine is Santana versus MJF. Because I want
Santana anyway.
Yes, and I've mentioned before on Twitter, anyways, and I might have mentioned on here that I'd love to see a babyface Santana win the world title. I would love to see it. I think his real backstory is such a good babyface story that I think a lot of people could get behind. A lot of people could relate to. A lot of people could get behind it, even if you don't relate to it. He's just a guy in reality that you want to root for. And MJF, there's story there too, with just in the same vein that there was with Sammy, obviously, with the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle feud. And that if MJF had the world title, this is where I have it in my head, and Santana is the one to take it from him, and that would be the big moment for Santana. I would love that. I love to see more singles matches from Santana. Nothing against Proud and Powerful, because they got a tag team title that they need to win at some point. Even if they got to take it from my beloved Young Bucks. I still want to see that.
You have no idea how much I'd love that.
I know. And in reality, I know I got a gimmick where I'm supposed to stick with the Young Bucks through thick and thin. I'd want to see it too, because I love Santana and Ortiz. I do. But I want to see more of Santana in singles action, because I love the match he had with Moxley.
I think we're going to have to wait a while for anything singles from Santana, because they're now going to do the tag stuff.
They have to, but man, if that day ever comes where he gets that world title shot, I will be on board 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So what you got next, ma'am?
I was thinking about this when you was talking. It's like, is that just crazy talk, or could I legit?
We love crazy talk. Y'all want to hear crazy talk, right? Give us the crazy talk.
It may not even be crazy, but I'm just like, okay.
Anticipation's killing me.
I bet it is. Powerhouse Hobbs versus Miro.
Ooh. I like that.
It's kind of like the same Wardlow thing, but for like Powerhouse Hobbs, like him and Ricky and Wardlow, like their facial expressions literally kill me every time I see them do something. And I would just think, how we have like a promo going back and forth. Could you imagine facial expression going back and forth between Powerhouse Hobbs and Miro?
just a facial expression promo.
That's how they'll win the title. Which one has the better facial expression?
Tonight, the main event of Dynamite, the staring contest from Miro and Powerhouse Hobbs.
But could you imagine like them trying to like run into each other and just like bouncing off each other and just like going, how is this like how do we do this? It's like one upping each other every move as well, until it just gets crazy. Because I think like Powerhouse Hobbs has so much potential going forward. Like,
he may have as much potential as anybody on the roster. I mean, he really does.
Because in a way, he's a bit like Wardlow, but he's not. We're like, do you know what I mean? They're not the same person, I know, but It's just them like little similarities I love between them, and I want more of his wrestling. I want to see more wrestling. From him.
Yeah, and as we're talking about it, I'm trying to figure out who I would want to see in what role in that. But I don't know. I kind of would want to see a heel matchup.
Definitely.
We get so stuck on like, okay, who's babyface, who's a heel in this.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be. If you're competing for a title, it makes sense to sometimes have good guys versus good guys and heels versus heels. We're just people versus people, and you decide who you're pulling for.
Yeah. I like that, because then it's like who the fan wants to win, and not necessarily being dictated who you want to win.
And I know it goes against like traditional wrestling, because in pro wrestling you normally want to get somebody who the crowd's behind, who the entire crowd's behind, and who the entire crowd boos. But sometimes it's cool though when you hear the dueling chants, like let's go Cheetah DMD. Let's go Cheetah DMD that we heard it.
I think AEW does that really well as well. So I don't think they shy away from that either. So I think that would be that would be fun.
So just two monsters facing each other. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether they're good or bad. Just monsters.
100%. I like it. Your turn.
Let's see. What next? All right. Next, it's another run back, really. And this, I would say 3 years down the road, we go to this one right here. For the world title, Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley.
Why? Why?
And
Why break my heart?
I would want to see this. I know. Who do I pull for? You would pull for Moxley. You know you would. But I would love to see this settled in, you couldn't say unsanctioned, because I guess the title can't change hands, unsanctioned, but like you mentioned, the Falls Count Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anything goes.
God, they'll kill each other.
No, I tell you what. In a cell. Yeah, that's how, like.
Oh my God.
Yes, yeah. Basically what we just saw with Blood and Guts, but it's, just a cell, like a cage match between Darby and Moxley. That's what I want. I'm changing my mind. I want to see a cage match between these, because could you imagine what Darby is going to do off the top of that cage?
Like, seriously, this guy, like, oh my God. Renee will be like wincing.
Yeah.
She'll be there with the baby wincing.
I mean, yeah. But like, because I think back to when you think of like cell and cage match. I know this is a Hell in a Cell match, but about what Foley did in that match with the Undertaker. Can you imagine what if they let Darby loose? What kind of stuff he would do in that kind of match? I mean, and what Moxley would do. Moxley's crazy too. Maybe not the risk taker. Maybe not the risk taker that Allin is at this point, but what Allin would let Moxley do to him, I guess you'd say.
I can generally see Moxley like grating his Darby Allin's face along the entire length of that cage.
And I'm getting, now that I wasn't even thinking a cage match, but now that I've said that, I really, really want to see this more than I thought I did now.
Oh my God.
It would be bloody beautiful. Not literally.
Literally would be bloody beautiful.
Bloody beautiful. Yeah.
Bloody beautiful.
Okay, so let's come down from that one. Now, all right, what you got next?
Gotta put my boy in somewhere. I've gotta put Mox somewhere. Do you know what I've actually just thought? And this would be such an interesting match. Jon Moxley, stick with me, versus
I'm not going anywhere.
versus Ricky Starks.
Ooh. Oh.
Because
I like that.
Opposite people.
Yes, they are. Ooh,
And you
I like
just
that.
imagine
Don't hit the face. Don't hit the face.
Ricky trying to pose. Moxley just basically punching him.
Ooh, man.
And like Ricky, like getting a bit blooded and like, you know, that, oh my God.
Like I could see a feud with him leading up to it,
Yeah.
where like Ricky has some kind of stipulation where you don't get the match if you hit me anywhere in the face before the match or something. Where it's built up, where Moxley can never punch him all the way up into the match until finally he just lets loose. You know, you
and like the cutting promos, and Moxley's there like in his jeans and stuff, and Ricky's donned out in like a suit and.
Oh, just the dueling looks, the just polar opposites of how they appear too. Oh, that's I like that. I like that.
Snazzy Ricky Starks.
Yeah, snazzy Ricky Starks. All spiffy.
Snazzy.
And that's awesome. That's not a matchup I would have picked at all. Like it wasn't even on my radar. I was going through several. Like I've had like 15,000. Matchups. Like I gotta kind of figure things out. Never did that one pop up, but now that you mention it, I want to see it now.
And also,
that story would be good.
And also, could you just imagine like the contract signing? Like they did that. It's just, it'd be so beautiful. Like Mox could take his like designer suit stuff like they did with the unbooked shoes, and just like burn it. I really taught myself into that now.
Yes, yeah. I liked it. Wow.
What number are we on?
Well, I think this is going to be my fourth one. I hope. If not, I mean.
Is this going to be my fifth then? No. Maybe more than 5. We don't know.
Who cares? Let's just keep going. You know, I had a match now, but I'm going to change it. I'm going to go to a different. MJF, Adam Page.
Oh.
I want to see that. And I would love to see this one. And I know we didn't mention it before we started talking, but we're pretty sure that, we're not going to mention Adam Page versus Kenny Omega because I think we're pretty sure that's going to happen in All Out.
Yeah.
It better. So we assume that Page is going to get that title then. And I would love for it sometime during his reign for there to be a matchup with MJF. That's who I have in mind as one of his challengers after he gets the title, because I just love the dynamic between the two, because you just talked about Moxley and Ricky Starks being polar opposites.
Yeah.
MJF's full of himself. That's his thing.
No, really?
And he is all about him. And Page is not somebody who's built in all of that. He likes to drink and have fun and whatever, but he's not self-centered, MJF, not. He wants to put everybody below him. So MJF's no fun. He does like doing musical numbers, but other than that, not so much fun. But I would love, I think, and they've had matches before too. I would just love to see that matchup for a world title at some point. Again, that's going to, Page would obviously be the babyface there, and MJF is the heel. I just think that would be a fun matchup, though. I think it's one of any of the ones that we've talked about. I could see happening sooner than later. Yeah,
especially because I think Hangman's title reign will be a lengthy one as well. I don't think it's like a few months. I think for him working towards that, he needs to have it.
Yeah.
For a while.
And I could say, not predicting things down the road, but I mean, since we're talking about this match, I could see that actually being the match where Page drops the title. If he keeps it for a while, and they build MJF to the point where that's his first title win.
That will literally give MJF the most heat he'll ever have had in his life.
Yep, and there won't be a cheer
for him winning.
No, that's why I think that would be the move to make, because if you want MJF to take that step, what better way to get him hated even more than him to be the one to take it from Paige? So and do it in some kind of cheating fashion too. So.
Yeah.
Obviously. Okay. Yeah. So what is your grand finale, ma'am?
Are you ready? It's a good one.
Is it that good? Do I need to sit down? Because I've been standing up this whole time. I'll sit down.
It's a good one.
All right.
Kenny Omega.
All right. You sold me already. I like it.
Versus Eddie Kingston.
Whoa. Talk about a styles clash. Wow. Yeah. I like that. I would not know what to expect from that match.
Could you imagine like vindicating for Mox?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Man, we could see that in between between now and Adam Page.
Yeah. And with like Mox like in Eddie's corner type thing.
Yeah.
And that Don could Callis in Kenny's.
Yep. That could happen sooner than later. I like that.
I
like that.
I think it would just be like, what does Kenny have to do to like again, like Mox, like what does he have to do to put Eddie away? And could you imagine like the near falls, the crowd reaction?
Yep.
Like Eddie getting the near falls, it will be like a wall of sound hitting you in the face.
And Kenny attempting to land the one-winged angel. Or one-winged angel.
Or Mox spotting Don Callis with a microphone. And going, no, not this time, and does it to him.
Yeah, that's what mic drop.
Literal mic drop.
Yep. Oh, I like that because there's a lot of different things that could happen with that matchup.
There's a lot of threads into that as well.
Yeah, there's story there. That's something that could really happen. So we could literally see that like in the coming weeks. So I like that. I like it. I know it.
So what's your grand finale?
Mine is more of an emotional match.
Okay.
And I think I've heard before this person say that they do not want this match to happen. Just because they said it doesn't mean it ain't going to happen. Because in wrestling, you never say never. If there's money there, you do it. And I think there's money in this match. And I've always said I wanted the last match that Chris Jericho would ever have I would want it to be with Lance Storm. I'm not sure if Storm can still go by the time, but that's not the match I'm mentioning because Lance Storm is not on the roster with AEW.
Yeah. Otherwise, we could have gone on a whole different tangent.
We could. Yes. But if he can't have that last match with Lance Storm, I would love to see Sammy Guevara versus Chris Jericho for the world title.
Well, like passing the torch.
Jericho gets one last run with it, and Sammy is the one that beats him for it. I would love to see that.
That would actually be like
yeah.
The student becomes the master.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure. You know, we're talking. We talked about heel face dynamic. I'm not even sure I would want that. I would, if you'd want to just have them be.
You want them both to be like faces.
Two faces, yes. So that was one of these moments where I want there to be two faces. Yeah.
And like Sammy to do the I'm sorry.
Yeah, that whole that's what
sorry.
You hate to like look back at WWE stuff or WWF stuff, but that moment where honestly the moment where Shawn Michaels beat Ric Flair. No, that was it was an emotional moment. That was cool.
Yeah,
they did that really well. They have done things really really well. I got to admit that. And that was one of those things I look back on and like, what are different matchups you could have that could have that same kind of emotion, not done the same way.
Yeah.
But there stuff like that. There's potential for other things like that in the future because that wasn't the first time a match like that ever happened when Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair did it. They did it really good, but there have been other iterations of that before them too. So
Yeah.
where somebody beats their hero. It just happens. But yeah, this is one I would love to. I'd love to see that. But I think Sammy has said before that he never wants to face Jericho.
Yeah,
I remember reading that
understand
somewhere. But that doesn't mean it ain't going to happen. Just because he says he doesn't want to face him. If there's potential there and there's a good story, do it. And I got a feeling Jericho would be. I got a feeling he would like that. Not necessarily to be his last match, but I think he would be. I think he'd be cool with that match happening for that reason.
That would be raw emotion as well.
Yep.
Are we doing
do wild card? Yes. I was thinking the same thing.
This is why we do a podcast together.
Like the same brain.
The same brain across the ocean.
It's just her brain thinks in British and mine thinks in mine thinks in American.
Oh dear.
Okay. So yes, you get one wild card.
I get one wild card.
Yes, ma'am.
And we said we were allowed.
Take two or three. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. Just if you want to name off 5 matches now.
Let's do one wild card, otherwise we'll be here forever.
I know.
So you did say we could do like use somebody twice.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because I used MJF twice. I did MJF Page and MJF Santana. So yeah, go ahead. I did it, so you can do it.
Okay. Darby Allin versus All Ego Ethan Page.
Oh, for the world title. Yes.
No holds barred match.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they'll end in the parking lot.
They'll end with Darby Allin down steps.
Oh, look.
I'll get another dent in his head.
Yeah, and because we're talking about this for the world title too. So you already have the indie feud with them that's leading into what's happening now. We assume this feud is going to start, so you could have this in and then revisit it. You plant those seeds for something even bigger. Yes, I like this idea. So who wins this? I want to know who wins it.
If we're doing face Darby, heel Ethan Page.
Ethan. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ethan wins.
Ethan. Okay. Yeah. All right. Psycho Ethan with those eyes.
But if we were doing face Ethan Page, heel Darby wins.
You just want the bad guy to win, don't you? That's what it is.
I have a thing for the bad guys. They have more interesting stories than the good guys. Ever noticed that in Disney?
Good point.
Look, seriously, my favorite villain in Disney is Hades.
From Hercules?
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. That's great.
Because he's so sarcastic. It is me.
Okay.
Here's your wild card.
My wild card. Let me see. I had so many written down. I just want to whisper all of them so I get all of them in. It's cheap. Okay. No, seriously. Okay, I'm going to this one. Pac versus Ray Phoenix.
Oh my God.
And Pac is the title holder in this situation. Yes. That, unlike the other matches that I had down, would be so fast, so quick. Boom, 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 boom. Everything's like snap, snap. Don't blink. But yes, that would be amazing. Amazing. Two of the best athletes on this roster.
Yeah.
And I want it to happen now, like soon, before one of them gets hurt or something.
Yeah.
Well, they both, Phoenix has been hurt a few times already.
Also, Pac could change his style and just ground Phoenix.
Could, yes. Good point.
Like brutalizer and stuff.
You're right. He's got the submissions. That's a very good point. Yeah. I'm going to edit this part out where I said you had a good point, by the way. I'm not going to leave this in. Yeah, it could. It could be he could try to ground him and Phoenix be yeah.
Like Phoenix doing high fly move and then Pac transitions into the brutalizer. I'm evil as hell.
You are. Yeah. All right. So our 5+, AEW World Title possible matchups. This is fun. I like doing this.
This is quite good. We'll have to do some more.
Yeah, because that Ricky Starks Moxley one that got me. I like that one. That's good. It was really, really good.
I like that one.
Yep, I'm sure you did. You picked it. This is great. Like, this has been a fun episode, and I hope all of you have enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed talking about it. So yeah, I'm sure we'll do one of these for tag teams at some point. Tag team title matchups for women's title matches, maybe TNT title matches.
Yeah.
We may even do one for what trios title matches we would have. That would be cool. Even though the trios titles don't exist, but they're going to, right?
They're going to exist. They've even got on the rankings page the trio bit.
Yep. I saw that.
So. And also, everybody, if you like this, why don't you leave your suggestions on our Twitter thread that this will go on, and tell us your 5 world champion matches from the current AEW roster.
Absolutely. I'm sure they'll all be
I'd
better
be
than
interested to see what people actually have, because there's so much like you could do. And like we've only just come up with them, like, you know, 6 each. So, I mean, there's so much that you could actually do with it.
Absolutely, because I've made a list of the men's roster here to look at, and there's so many possibilities. So, yeah,
what he's
I would
saying
be very
is
interested.
He was prepared. I was not.
She was not, and like normally I feel underprepared. But yeah, I actually made a list of people that I thought could possibly be in the hunt, and I mentioned that. I'm like, hey, here's a list, and she's like, oh, I'm just going off the top of my head. You know, I'm doing like algorithms over here to try to figure out what the better matchups would be, and you're just like, oh, I don't know, Ricky Starks and John Moxley. Like,
see, don't look too deep into it. Just go off what you'd love.
Just go with your instinct. I got you.
Go with your gut.
I overthink it. It's okay. I still like some of my picks.
I do too. I do as well.
I know, it's an algorithm.
Especially Miro Wardlow. That would be ridiculous.
That would be fun. All right.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much for listening.
Indeed.
Hope you enjoyed it. And this is going to be a bonus episode we're dropping on Friday, because we're not going to have a Dynamite review dropping Friday because
AEW
Dynamite
up.
Dynamite is on Friday. So anyway, look for that Dynamite review coming out this weekend.
The weekend,
Yes. So, and we're going to get a schedule out eventually, especially after Rampage officially debuts, and we kind of get the lay of the land on that. We'll release
we will have a schedule
of how we're going to release things, so you'll know what to expect and when.
It will make sense eventually.
Yes, and while I got you here, don't forget our Q&As are going to be coming back. We're planning on starting those back next week. Correct, Pam?
Yes,
I know
we thought so.
Yes. Okay. A lot of the scheduling stuff has gotten us all messed up. So I
didn't even realize what day it was today, because I didn't watch AEW. I genuinely was like, is it Wednesday or is it?
I don't know what to
do. Tuesday? Or Mum genuinely was like, are you all right to come out today? Because I know you've got your wrestling. I was like, I literally have nothing to do. What do I do? So I went out for the day.
And then you wanted to come back in. Sure.
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, it's too peoply out here. You need to go back inside.
Too peoply?
Yeah.
Cool. So please don't forget to give the show a follow on not Facebook. Oh my God. Not Facebook. Don't follow us on Facebook, because
we don't exist.
We don't have a thing on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. It's like a whole different thing. Follow us on Twitter at BeautyXTheBeard. You can follow me at Let the Beard Play, and you can follow Sarah at Strange_Pixie.
Indeed. And look out for my profile changes, apparently.
Yeah. About to get fun. Yeah, there's going to be some changes.
And can I just say, Ben, stop giving him ideas. Thank you.
Don't listen to her, Ben. Your ideas are beautiful. Keep them coming. All right. Y'all have a good one out there. Be good to each other, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye.